Thanks, Warren. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. We'll begin in just 1 minute. I'll let Barry warm up the crowd a little bit. This is my opening act. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. I am Sarah Metzger, and I will be your musical leader for this evening. Our service will begin with Yedid Nefesh on page 10. I wanted to bring back a melody that I really love, and we haven't done it in a long time. But I was live streaming a service over at Hadar, and they used this version of Yedid Nefesh, and it reminded me that it exists. So. Yedid Nefesh, Av HaRachaman, Meshoch Avdach, El Retzonach, Yarutz Avdach, Kemo Ayal, Yishtachave El Mul Hadarach, Ki Erav Lo Yedidutach, Mino Fetzuf Vechol Tam, Adur Naeh, Ziv Haolam, Nafshi Kolat Ahavatach, Ana Elna Refanala Beharola Noam Zivach, Az Titchazek Vetitrape Vehaitalach Shivchat Olam, Vatik Yemu Rachamecha Vechus Nal Ben Ohavach, Ki Zeh Kama Nichsav Lirod B'Tiferet Uzach, Ana Eli Machmad Libi, Hushana Ve'al Titalam, Higalena Ufros Chaviv Alai, Et Sukkot Shlomach, Ta'ir Eretz Mikev that melody will come back eventually. It would sound much, much better with a room full of people, but people who are 6 feet apart from one another. So we'll continue with Lechuna Ranana on page 11. Let us sing out to God. Let our trumpet praise our protector. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Letzur Yishenu Nikad Mafanav Betoda Bizmiro Narialo Yailai Lai 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 Yailai Lai 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 Yailai Lai Lai Yailai Yailai Lai 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 Yailai Lai Lai Yailai Lai 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 Yailai Lai 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 Yailai Lai Lai Yailai Lai 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 Yailai Lai Lai Yailai Lai 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 40 Shana Akut Bedor Vaomaram Toelevavhem Vehem lo yadu dirachai Asher nishbati ve'api im yivon el menuchati yadadai dai 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 You all sounded great. Thank you for singing with me, I assume. We continue with Psalm 96 on page 13. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, sing to God a new song. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Bazru Meyom Leyom Yeshuato, Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo, Bechol Ha'amim Nifleotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, Umhulo Meod, Norahu, Al Kol Elohim, Yai Ki Kol Elohei Ha'amim Elei Yiram hayam umelo ya'alo sadai v'chol asher bo yai az yiranu kol atzayar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amim ve'emunato yai Let's continue on page 18 with the words Yiram Hayam Umelo'o. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 6 lines. It's not about 6 lines from the bottom. It, in fact, is 6 lines from the bottom. And we've sung this melody before, but we'll sing it again. Yiram Hayam Umelo'o, Yiram Hayam Umelo'o, Tevel ve'yoshveva, Yiram Hayam Umelo'o, Yiram Hayam Umelo'o, Yiram Hayam Umelo'o, Tevel ve'yoshveva, Yiram Hayam Umelo'o. Yachad harim yiranenu, ne'arodim chanu kaf yai lai lai lai. Yachad harim yiranenu, Yiram hayam umelo, Yiram hayam umelo, Yiram hayam umelo, Yiram hayam umelo. Tevel ve'yoshveva, Yiram hayam umelo. Tevel ve'yoshveva, Yiram hayam umelo'o. Ne'arodim cha'u kaf yai lai lai lai. Yachad harim yiranenu. Ne'arodim cha'u kaf yai lai lai lai. Yachad harim yiranenu. Let's continue at the bottom of page 20 at the caret. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, exalt Adonai our God and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. Nope. Having a brain fart here. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu el har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu had a false start, but we're back. Let's turn now to page 21 for Psalm 29, Mizmor LeDavid. It is customary to rise and dance around. There's an expression, dance like no one's watching. In this particular case, nobody is watching. So what better time to practice than now? Mizmor LeDavid, Havu Adonai b'nei Elim, Havu Adonai, Kavod v'oz, Yairai, Havu Adonai, Kevod Shemo Yishtachavu Adonai, B'Hadra Kodesh, Kol Adonai al Hamayim, El HaKavod Yirim, Adonai, al Mayim Rabim, Kol Adonai, Ba'koach, Yairai, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, V'shaver Adonai et Arzei Hamanon, V'yarkidem k'mo egel Lebanon, V'Siryon, k'mo vein re'emim, Yairai, Kol Adonai chotzev lahabodesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai cholel hayalot, vayet hasof, ye'arot, uve'halo, kulo omer kavod, Yairai, Adonai, lama buya shavayishel, Adonai melech le'olam, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yivarech etomu v'shalom, Yairai, We will continue on page 23 with Lecha Dodi. And as per usual, we will be switching melodies about halfway through. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'ribor echad hishmi'anu, El ha'meichad Adonai echad, U'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet, ve'lichila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki mekor ha'merach ha'merosh mikedem, nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. תחמי על יד בן ישי בית הלך מקרבה אל נפשי נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקומי מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר עתילה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה שוסייך ורחקו כל מפלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כמסוס חתן על קלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תעריצי אל יריש בן פרצי ונשמחה בנגילה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה Please rise if you are able. Holy Shalom, Ater Bala, Gam B'Simcha U'Tzola, Toch Emunei, Am Segula, Boi Chala, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikabela. We'll continue on page 28, about 4 lines from the bottom. Od yenuvun b'seiva, d'sheinim v'ra'anim yiyu, lehagid ki yashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlatapo, yadadadadai, yadadadadai, yadadadadai. Page 29. Amin. Yada-da-da-da-da-da. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. At this point in our service, we would normally say the mourner's Kaddish on page 30. But we cannot do that, so if you would like to follow along with Psalm 23, I will be reading a slightly different version of Psalm 23, just because I happen to like the translation in the Sim Shalom better than the translation in the Lev Shalem, but you can follow along anyway on 233. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. God gives me repose in green meadows and guides me over calm waters. God will revive my spirit and direct me on the right path, for that is God's way. Though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are at my side. Your staff and your rod comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall be my portion all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Adonai forever. And we will jump right ahead to Mariv. Mariv will begin on page 39. We will be skipping the Baruch Hu for lack of a minion and lack of hustle. Umavir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uvein laila Adonai tzavot shemo El chai v'kayam tamidim lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai hamari v'aravim. If you would please join me on the English side of the page, on page 40. With timeless love, you have loved your people, the house of Israel. You have taught us Torah and mitzvot, statutes and laws. Therefore, Adonai, our God, as we lie down and as we rise up, we shall speak of your laws, rejoicing in the words of your Torah and in your mitzvot forever and ever. For they are our life and the fullness of our days, and on them we shall meditate day and night. Do not ever withdraw your love from us. Baruch atah Adonai, who loves the people of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך והיה אם שמוע תשמעו מצוותיי אשר אנוכי מצווך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. We will continue on page 44. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam u'bnei Yisrael licha'anu shira b'simcha rabba ve'amru chulam yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh lo ratehilon oser feleh lo ratehilon oser feleh mahutecha ra'u banecha ukei hayam lifnei Moshe ze'elianu ve'amru ze'elianu ve'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed v'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov ugalo me'ad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai ga'al Yisrael Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 lai. We'll continue with Hashkivenu on page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu Malkeinu We continue on page 46. Vishamru, please rise if you are able. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotem beridom Ve'ni uvein b'nei Yisrael ot continue with the silent Amidah on the following page, page 47. Ose shalom bimromav, uyase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yoshvei tevel ve'imeru amen ve'imeru amen ve'imeru amen ve'imeru amen. And may we find peace, and may we find peace, and may we find peace, amen. And may we find love, and may we find love, and may we find love, amen, 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 amen. Our service continues on page 53 with the first paragraph of Vayechulu Hashamayim. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, יבוא שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. And we jump right ahead to page 55 for Kiddush. Raise your glasses with me, if you wouldn't mind, and please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'charta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim. For a proper counting of the Omer, you may have to tune in tomorrow. I don't really know how to do that. I'm sorry. We continue with Aleinu on page 56. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, l'tekidu la'leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kiguye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo samcho kenu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'mishachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'taken olam b'malchut Shaddai, v'avanot eilecha korshei haaretz. Katuv b'toratecha, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad. U'shemo echad. U'shemo echad. With loving memory, we recall the following. Arthur Froman, James Labowitz, Sophie Padower, Fred Reed, Marion Siegel, Rebecca Silverman, Max Wilson, Joe Axel, David Beal, Rudy Blatt, Marion Moldauer Perrell, Alan Udell, Morris Weintraub, Charles Wolf, Sam Zivitz, Lillian Zuckerman, Sam Bank, Brina Binderman, Francis Cohen, Thelma Colton, David Kornblum, Thekla Dreyfus, Bess Hirschman, Ida Itzkow, Manuel Lean, Louis Levy, Erwin Weintraub, Max Goldberg, Max Green, Jerome Ludsky, Alvin Mazel, Helen Ostrowski, Ligia Raskovsky, Audrey Rich, Morris Scher, Hyman Fishman, Abraham Kessler, Sophia Kaz, Sam Leaf, Herbert Lewitt, Patty Mandel, Helene Silverstein, Helen Slansky, Sol Behrman, Sarah Doobie, Ethel Fleischer, Gertrude Green, Hody Jaffe, Jenny Kravitz, Elaine Mavrakis, Lisa Newman, Oscar Newman, Sally Scher, Annie Damsky, Jenny Davis, Lillian Edlovich, Jill Fagelson Estrig, Paul Griffith, Esther Grushko, Maxine Lewitt, Fanny Litt, Lena Pinkerson, Ida Schaunbaum, Bessie Simon. And I apologize for mispronouncing any or all of those names. And we will recite together Psalm. Actually, let's start with the Kavanah on page 58, the blessing of memory. It is hard to sing of oneness when our world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone, and nothing but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were, in company with those we loved. It cannot help us find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives most fully, even in the shadows of our loss. Each life is a whole world. In each is the breath of the divine. In affirming God, we affirm the worth of each one whose life, now ended, brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. And we'll also recite Psalm 23 together on page 233. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. God lays me down in green pastures, leads me to still waters, renews my life, guides me in right paths, for that is God's way. Were I walk through a valley of the shadow of death, I would fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they would comfort me. You would spread a table for me in full view of my besiegers. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Only goodness and steadfast love shall pursue me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Adonai in the fullness of time. I have announcements somewhere, but I also might not have announcements somewhere. I found the announcements, you guys. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you to all who were participating in this week's service at home. I don't know who you are because I can't see you, but I take comfort in knowing that you are there. Havdalah will be occurring tomorrow night at 8:15. With sunset occurring later, there's been a few questions around the time, but Havdalah is at 8:15. The annual congregational meeting has been moved from this month to June 14th. We'll also be celebrating our amazing volunteers and announcing this year's Volunteer Appreciation Award winners. We're planning a really fun virtual experience for this year's meeting. We hope you'll enjoy embracing the change. More details coming soon. As more changes continue to evolve amid the pandemic, the Social Action Committee has crafted an amazing list of ways to give and help and get help in our community. Opportunities with Greater Birmingham Ministries, the LJCC, Jefferson County Memorial Project, and more are available. View them all under the SAC's Response to COVID-19 page of the website, accessible from the homepage under Around the Shul. If you haven't checked out the new TBE online Google Calendar, you really need to. There are programs, classes, and so much more. Plus, you can import events directly into your own Google Calendar so you can add items to your schedule. It's accessible from the TBE homepage on the bottom left where it says Calendar. You can't miss it. The Social Action Committee will be holding its next book club meeting on May 17th. This month's book is Homegoing. Dahlia Abrams will facilitate the discussion. Registration is required and participants need to have read the book in advance of the event. You can register online at templebethel.net. Also, our final religious school meeting will be occurring on Zoom on May 17th. I hope you can join us. It should be a family-friendly event. Yup. Shabbat Shalom and all that good stuff. Our service will conclude with Adon Olam on page 211. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa b'chefso kol azai melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hove v'hu yiyeh b'tifara v'hu echad ve'ein sheni lehamshilo lehachbira b'li reshit b'li tachlit v'lo haoz v'hamisra v'hu eli v'chai goali v'tzor chavli be'et tzara v'hu nisi umanosli menat kosi be'yom ekra be'yado akid ruchi be'et ishan ve'ayira ve'im ruchi giviati Adonai li velo ira. Shabbat Shalom, my beautiful congregants at home who I wish I could see, but I can't. Thank you to all of the teachers out there. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. You are all my teachers, so thank you for being patient with me as I learn new stuff, and thank you for everything. And I love you. Bye.